Alright guys, we got a couple of things I want to discuss today and go over. So let's get ready to dive into it. Alright guys, welcome back to this episode of Rolling with T-Bone. As you can see, we're in the cage, back in the mountains again. Wanted to just kind of touch base on a couple of things here going on with the channel. This video probably will not be a Monday premiere video. I will probably actually just upload this for Monday's episode, mainly because I don't know if I'm going to have time to be in the premiere. And personally, I think if you're going to set a premiere up on your channel, you need to be at the premiere. That's just my personal opinion. But this is kind of a thank video, just to say thanks about a couple of things and a couple of ideas that are coming along for the channel that I'm going to be working on. I've been wanting to do this in the last several videos, but I haven't taken the time to do it. So I thought today would be actually a good time to do it. And I want to say thank you to my Facebook groups. These guys support me. Every time I post a video to their group, they approve it. And they help get my views up, because there's a lot of people who are not friends with me on Facebook that actually talk to me and tell me that they watch my videos through a group. So the first group I want to thank right out of the gate is the American Patriots Region Group. These guys are always, as soon as I upload a video and I share it to their group, the administrators are automatically there to approve it, and that's just awesome. And I love the American Patriots group. Next is the LJ Motorcycles Riders group, because again, that's another group that the admins are on top of it. As soon as I upload a video to the group, they're there to approve it. Blue Ridge Motorcycle Meetup, Blue Ridge Motorcycle Riders group, and the Immortal Souls RC. Now, these guys and gals in these groups, like I said, they're always great about letting me put my videos on there. And I just wanted to just slow down for a minute and just say thank you to you guys in these groups. That helps get more views on my page, my videos, and that's just because there's a bunch of groups that I've also spoken to the administrators about trying to upload videos, and they're just so specific to what they're doing. Like there was a I left this group, but it was a Fat Boys Riders group, and I had uploaded shot a video about why we love Fat Boys. I had spoke to the administrator and I said it's all about Fat Boys. I know it's got to be specifically about Fat Boys to be a part of this group, and he was all like, yeah, you can upload your video. And as soon as I shot the video and uploaded it, they denied it. I left the group. I don't like people to lie to me, and they lied to me. So if you don't want me to do it, just say no, that's not what we're doing with our group. Thanks anyway, and hey, there's no problem. But you know, that's just what it is. But these groups right here, you 5 groups, you're always there for me, and I just want to say from the Rolling with T-Bone family, thank you for that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, that means a lot. It really does. And I know I don't say thank you enough for that right there. I usually try to drop down and put the first comment in when it's approved to say thank you. But you know, that's just kind of where we're at with that. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting Rolling with T-Bone. Alright guys, and one of the other things I want to talk to is going to be a couple of things just on and off throughout this video. And of course, this is not a regular ride video, and I didn't say, if you are new here, welcome in. My name's T-Bone. I shoot motorcycle related content, and as you can see, any kind of content. Of course, R1. Kids in the back. But listen guys, another thing too I was going to touch on, these premieres, I have actually missed several premieres this past week. I've tried to make the ones I could. Right now my schedule is picking up because I've got fall soccer starting Like next weekend, I'm gonna be off the grid all weekend because I've got to drive for the rodeo. So I'm just gonna be really busy. So I may not actually have premieres on my channel for the next couple of weeks, but I will upload content. The premieres are great, but you get to this situation where, like, if you're going into you know, Shea Tree Surgeon, Shay Lisi, whoever, these guys end up with 200-300 people more sometimes in their chats, and sometimes you comment and you don't actually, your comment doesn't get noticed. So and that does take up time out of your day when you go in, you sit down in the premiere. It's cool. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm gonna quit going to premieres, but premieres for me are going to be limited from now on. Because another thing that I've got coming up, and I mentioned this either in the last video or the video before last, when I was talking about the horror movies, the Halloween, probably just going to call it Rolling with T-Bone Presents Spooktober. I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to put out in this series. Last time I did this series, I put out a video a day, every day, up till Halloween day, and then I put out 5 videos Halloween day. Guys, I literally will not have time to premiere all those videos. But what I would like for you to do, I've got R1's going to go back and she's going to find out which video or which movies that I reviewed.
Yeah, I need to do that.
And put together a list of ones that I haven't done yet. It can be a series like Nightmare on Elm Street. I can tear it down to just one movie. Somebody had brought up the last time I did this, and I think I touched on American Horror Story, the TV series, just a little bit, because I know I reviewed the season 1984 season, which personally I still believe is the best American Horror Story season yet, followed closely by Coven. And it's a split between Hotel and Roanoke. I thought both of those were good. I thought Roanoke was actually really good. But 1984 is just a lot of nostalgia in that. And in this upcoming series, it being a horror series for Halloween, somebody had mentioned, why don't I just break it down and do it about a real person, say like a Charles Manson or a Richard Ramirez or, you know, Ted Bundy or something like that. I don't know that I want to just get specific like that, but you know, if it's an event where, and what I mean, if it's an event, Richard Ramirez hit, of course, in the 1980s. That all happened during the '84 Olympics that were held in Los Angeles. So all that kind of coincided, and it turned it into an event. The Night Stalker was an event. But I'd rather just keep it to scary movies, horror movies. Of course, last time I didn't dive into the classics such as Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. I can do, it's gonna be, everything's gonna be, there's gonna be nothing off limits this time. So drop down. What's up? Yeah, it's a drop down, comment a suggestion. Maybe you've got a horror movie that was a B budget movie. I did several B budget movies last time I did this series.
Yeah.
If you go back to look for the original series that I did, it was when the Rolling with T-Bone was still called The Southern Ride, and it was called The Rocking Shocking October Motors of Mayhem. And there's several videos that I released that October. Like I said, I think I released one. It was every week. I released 1 or 2 every single week, movie reviews. And then Halloween Day, yeah, Halloween Day, I did 5 movies and released them all the same day. And it was a series, and it was the Rob Zombie movies. I had covered House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, 31, all great movies. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. 31 was a little bit wild. I don't know if you've ever seen that. If you're not a horror movie fan, you're probably not going to like 31, because 31's kind of got the gore to it. But we got some people up here hunting, so I'm going to just ease on by these guys. I'll get back with you in just a minute. All right, guys, sorry about that, but the bear hunters are out. It's bear season, and there's like 4 trucks full of dogs chasing bears. So, but anyway, like I was saying, just drop down the comments, let me know. And even if it's a B budget movie I might have never heard of, if I've got access to it, I'll watch it and do a review on it. And that right there, and it kind of goes back to the timing that I was talking about. Doing the horror movie series for our Halloween. Last year I wanted to do it, but with R1's health, the stroke, and then the cancer, I really just didn't have time to do it. So what I did last year was over on Facebook, I just reshared the ones that I had already shot. But I'm hopefully planning on doing a new series. I don't know if I'm going to do one like every day or nothing like that, or a big finish Halloween. I'll just have to see how that goes. But those who have been with me for a while know that Halloween is, outside of 4th of July, is my favorite holiday.
I think it's big for all of us.
Yeah, Halloween's always been a big holiday for me and for us. I've always made a big deal out of Halloween. Not so much in the last few years, just with everything going on, but if you guys got any suggestions, like I said, drop down the comments, let me know what they are. And I'll see y'all on down the road here.
Where you're from, we didn't consent. We. Hello? Excuse me? It's illegal to film without someone's knowledge.
Alright guys, if you remember the last mountain video we shot here just a couple, 2 or 3 weeks back, remember the cemetery we stopped at that I said was Dyer Cemetery? Apparently a tree fell and tore the pavilion down. We had some very bad, we've had a couple of really bad storms come through. Very sad, I hate to see that. I just kind of wanted to share that with y'all. We'll move on down the road a little bit. Alright guys, and as we're riding down through the mountains here, another thing that I wanted to bring up and kind of talk to you guys about here, you know, outside of the horror movies and premieres and other such stuff is, you know, I'm the world's worst and worse, and it's kind of always been that way about overextending myself. And what I'm trying to do now is I'm weighing everything out. Of course, with rolling with T-Bone, you know, Freemasonry, I've just got work, just a ton of stuff going on. And of course, I have took on a new riding club. Me and some friends of mine have formed up, Appalachian Mountain Riders. We got 8 members and we've already got a hang around. But you know, that's just kind of one of those things. And I really, over the last 2 or 3 months, have really been weighing out rolling with T-Bone. You know, am I getting what I want to get out of this? Are you getting what you want to get out of this? Am I having fun doing it still? I'm still having fun with it, but it's really time consuming to the point to where it's getting harder for me to put out a video once a week. Mainly because I just simply don't have time to be going out and shooting content all the time. And I know that kind of sounds weird to say, but you know, you got limited. There's never enough hours in the day, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, and I had mentioned it, I don't know if it was in the last video or the video before. It might have been the last video. We're getting close to the time of the year where I usually take a vacation from shooting content. I usually take time off every year and just don't shoot any content. And usually, usually that's right after Halloween, or usually during Halloween sometimes. Like the year before last, I'd shot all the content and then I had took like 6 weeks off from shooting content. And when I take a break from it, I don't just take a couple of weeks off. I'll actually take some time away from it. And you kind of got to do that. I have learned, you know, in my years of doing this, which you know, I'm not like some people 9-10 years into doing this, but I've been doing it long enough to kind of realize that there comes a point when you have to stop and do a mental reset. You just kind of, you know, you got to quit focusing on shooting content, quit worrying about coming up with, you know, new ideas and coming up with, you know, basically what's going on, what's trending. And I know as content creators, and I don't call myself an influencer. I know a lot of people say they are influencers. I try not to use that word. I'm just a content creator. But a lot of times the content that we shoot, you know, you'll actually find several of us that have shot content about the same thing. So that's kind of what will be happening. And I'll give y'all a little bit once I get close to saying, hey, you know, I've got preset videos that are going to be coming out, you know, other than just editing and uploading the videos that I've already shot. I will be taking some time away from shooting content, but I will try to have something each week to load up for the channel, so you know there's at least something to watch, because I want to stay consistent with my videos. So I just kind of wanted to give y'all another heads up on that as you were just looking out the side of my truck door.
No. But he's doing the ground. Hey, fuck off.
Yeah.
Why are you setting alarms?
I shouldn't have
Listen to this song, I like this song. Oh, fair.
So yeah, guys, like I was saying, kind of spread yourself thin, and it happens sometimes to the best of us. And like I said, we got this riding club starting up, and I'm really wanting to give this thing some attention, because there's just a good group of people in this riding club with me. And you know, I've just kind of came out of necessity more than it did anything else. Just seen a lot of different clubs around, and you start getting that feeling like you're outnumbered, and start looking for people who think the same as you do. But you know, it's just another one of those things where you never know. Life changes from time to time, day to day. You never know kind of which way it's going to go. Also, in this clip, right after this clip too, guys, I've got a couple of clips from the Cherry Hollow ride that I had shot while we were in Robbinsville on a mural. My clip for my helmet broke that day, and to be honest with you, after the clip broke and I unhooked everything else from my helmet, I literally put the GoPro up and forgot to record anything else. We just turned it into a good day ride and just had fun riding, and completely didn't even think about shooting no more content after that. But I've just dropped them two clips in here probably right after this clip. They're real short, just kind of fun thing to put in. guys, I'm going to do some helmet recording today, but the clips broke on the helmet. So y'all, welcome back to this episode of Rolling with T-Bone, as we are in Graham County, North Carolina, getting ready to attack the tail of the dragon. I don't know if this will be a regular episode of Rolling with T-Bone or not, but as you can see, it's done started out crazy. But I'm just going to try to shoot some footage of her riding and pulling over. I can't use my helmet right now because the clip on the GoPro mount broke, so, or not the GoPro itself, but just the clamp, and I ain't got an extra one of those with me. So catch y'all down the road.
That's good. From the depths of how I ride.
Oh, whoops. I guess we're not listening to that anymore.
No, don't bring me back to hell. I just.
All right, guys, sorry about that. I pulled over because I thought I saw a snake skin. I guess it wasn't, though. But you see those rocks right there? I'm sure if I went prowling around up in there, there would be some snakes up in there. Not that I actually make snake hunting something of my normal day. But it was kind of cool because I thought I saw it. Guess not. And you have to watch out because we're coming to the end of the dog days of summer, and of course everybody knows snakes shed and through the dog days. And just for information, in case you want to know, if you ever see a snake skin and you're wondering what it is, if you can't tell by the pattern, copperheads, when they're born, from the time they're hatched, 12 weeks they are fully grown. And a copperhead only has a lifespan of about 4 or 5 years. Eastern diamondback, rattlesnakes, timber rattlers, they can live 15 to 20 years. So they have a very long lifespan. And usually when you see one solid skin, it's usually from an older copperhead, because as they're growing, especially they will shed, a copperhead will shed its skin more times in a year. But I thought that was a rattlesnake skin back there, but it wasn't. False alarm. Everybody awake? No. Just getting bored? All right, we're gonna move on down the road, guys. All right, guys. So that's gonna bring us to the end of today's episode of Rolling with T-Bone. Y'all, thanks for hanging out. Like I said, I want to thank my Facebook group people, and I want to thank all my new subscribers on YouTube and all of my loyal people who are there. And like I say, guys, don't nobody get mad about the whole premiere thing. I wasn't trying to say anything bad about premieres. I just know I'm gonna be very limited on my time for when it comes to doing premieres. I'll still premiere videos, but they're just not going to be as often as they used to be, once a week. But you know, keep your eyes open, guys, for everything that's going on. The Halloween stuff will be coming up here in a couple of months. But I'll tell you what, guys, we just got pings that we've got some severe weather moving in on us, so I'm going to drop this video off here and call this episode done. And this episode will not be a premiere. I'm just going to upload this Monday, so this will just be a regular Monday episode without a premiere. Sorry about that. I know some of y'all guys like to come and hang out in the premiere, and I like for you to. But tell you what, guys, from R1,
bye, take care.
Guys, y'all remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, you want to check us out on YouTube, go to youtube.com/TerryDunn522, and that'll bring you to Rolling with T-Bone. And if you're on YouTube and you want to find us on Facebook, it's facebook.com/TerryDunn522, or just type in Rolling with T-Bone on Facebook. Rolling W T-Bone, ROLLN T-Bone. So guys, until next time, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We're gonna try to beat the bad weather home. Catch you next time.